So approaching the boxing ring is the teen sensation from Azerbaijan, Subhan Mamedov, just 19 years of age. Has had a terrific run through the tournament, winning 3 contests out of 3. At the quarter-final stage, he beat the Asian champion, Badgam Aratyunyan from Armenia on a 4-1 split. At the round of 16, he beat Israel's Meron Shafiev, unanimously demonstrating good movement, and he opened his tournament with a third-round stoppage
Georgia,
over
Sakhil,
Joey Kanoi
ALAKHVERDOVI.
His opponent is the tournament #2 seed, Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI, part of a 4-man Georgian boxing team. And 2 years ago in Tashkent, this man came away with a silver medal. Here, at the round of 32, he received a bye. In the round of 16, he prevailed on a contest that went to bout review. More on that in a moment as we take a closer look at the 19-year-old Subhan Mamedov. Again, a fantastic win in the quarter-final against a very aggressive reigning Asian champion. There is
Your judges for this
Sakhil
contest are from
ALAKHVERDOVI
Spain,
up into the blue corner.
Kyrgyzstan, Italy,
26 years of age is a man from Georgia. And he a very comfortable winner at his quarter-final stage to arrive here at the final 4.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. This a contest to determine who will be going through to face off against the #1 seed Edmund Kudoyan. It's a contest between boxers from Azerbaijan and Georgia. Boxer wearing red, the taller of the 2 men, is Subhan Mamedov. 48 kilograms is the weight class. 27 boxers making up this particular bracket. And the boxer wearing blue is the #2 seed Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI, 2023 World Championship silver medalist. Spot of housekeeping. Just conflated the 2 defeated quarter-finalists as ALAKHVERDOVI lands a good right cross to the body. Mamedov got the better of Melikuziev, the #3 seed, to progress through. And it was ALAKHVERDOVI who prevailed over Aratyunyan, the man from Armenia. Looking for the right hand over the top and catching his more compact opponent with a good left hook is Mamedov. So it's a big gap the man in blue has got to try and close. The feinting continuing at range. Not too far away with the straight punches is the taller figure, coming forwards, and just inaccurate with the left-right combination was Mamedov. ALAKHVERDOVI looking to play counter-puncher. Nice left jab from Mamedov, who just, again, trying to draw his opponent in a bid to walk him onto something. And that right cross wasn't too far away, and he's landing it from well beyond the punching distance of ALAKHVERDOVI. ALAKHVERDOVI trying to close the gap and pin his man against the ropes. Nice turning of the tables from Mamedov. Both men just a little inaccurate through those attempted exchanges. But Mamedov possesses a wonderfully straight, swift jab. And again, each man just missing by millimeters. He could make the small adjustment to go from missing to landing point-scoring shot. And both men heeding the call of stop impeccably upon the command of the referee. Nice shot landed by ALAKHVERDOVI during that exchange. And again, so keen to land without reply, the boxers at their falling just fractionally short through that closing portion of the opening round. So this man had the better success for my money, finding a home for his straight shot on occasion, not with the consistency that he would have liked, but I think he landed more than the man in blue, because ALAKHVERDOVI has got to somehow try and get inside that raking long left. Head movement, and maybe a 2 or 3 phase attack could well be, well, head movement's always necessary, but maybe doubling up the attack is going to be required, because the first phase of attack, well, MAMEDOV dealing with it to take the first round on a clean sweep of the cards.
Round 2.
So we move into the second round. Subhan MAMEDOV in his 4th bout, having began his tournament in the round of 32. Nice jab to the body once again to lead off that 2-shot salvo from MAMEDOV. ALAKHVERDOVI conceding the opening round on a unanimous verdict, remember. He continues to watch and wait on the outside, inviting pressure by coming totally square on the ropes. Here's MAMEDOV backing his reflexes and counter-punching ability to beat his man to the punch, and he's scored beautifully, has MAMEDOV. The blue corner celebrating its success for ALAKHVERDOVI, but I think the more eye-catching work came from the man in red. Nice scoring jab to the body, and he really has found a range effectively with that shot. And if he does, and ALAKHVERDOVI doesn't make an adjustment, looking to parry and counter with quick feet into range, well, it could well be a point-scoring punch on a regular basis for MAMEDOV. And there's an example of it once again. ALAKHVERDOVI comes back with a touching jab to the body, switching feet in front of his man, just on the edge of range, but in the meantime, the straight punches are continuing to be sunk in by MAMEDOV. Remember, he took the first round unanimously. ALAKHVERDOVI remaining patient. As he seeks to play counter-puncher. Will he have to pick up the pace a little bit? Final minute of the round. And MAMEDOV looking very comfortable at this type of tempo, trying to bamboozle him with a brief cameo of an Ali shuffle, switching stances from orthodox to southpaw is ALAKHVERDOVI. But again, you see how far out of range that attempted left jab is, and of course sometimes the jab can be used as a decoy. It doesn't necessarily have to land. But MAMEDOV with a good thrusting jab to the body once again. He was countered by a shot over the top, and while there's good dexterity being demonstrated by ALAKHVERDOVI, I'm just not sure he's landing enough point-scoring punches. He's utilizing the space of the ring effectively, as he runs onto a stiff left jab there in what was an exchange. And MAMEDOV catching his man on the side of the head with a grazing right hand, the bell to conclude the second round. Remember, the first was taken unanimously by MAMEDOV, and while ALAKHVERDOVI was more dynamic, he was more active, I'm not sure he's landed enough point-scoring blows to render this a different set of scorecards. Very risky tactic. As we take a look at some of the action from the second. Again, picked off when trying to get into distance. It's a very difficult mission to try and accomplish, because MAMEDOV, despite being just 19 years of age, has demonstrated wonderful maturity and belief in his expansive skills. So, what will the judges have seen in that second round? Well, It's a clean sweep of the cards for the second consecutive session. MAMEDOV leading 20 points to 18 for all 5 scoring judges.
Third and final rounds.
So as we move into the third and final round of this second men's 48 kilogram minimum weight semi-final, if Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI, the tournament #2 seed, hopes to return to the gold medal bout for a second consecutive championships, he needs a massive final 3 minutes, because he conceded the first round unanimously and the second. And I'm not quite sure what his tactics were in that second round, having conceded the first, where neither man, truth be told, found a range with any consistency, but finding it with more consistency was the man in red. And then in the second round, he really did begin to settle into something resembling a rhythm. He landed with straight punches to the body. He countered effectively off the ropes. ALAKHVERDOVI was shifting stance and shaping up nicely in front of his man, but it's this type of posture and it's this type of tempo that he's been boxing at all contest long. And remember, the onus is on him to do something different, because he's trailing by 20 points to 18. Subhan MAMEDOV coming in with his confidence through the roof, having claimed European under-23 gold in Budapest earlier this year. And ALAKHVERDOVI, well, he's almost just following him around the ring here now, not cutting him off, and we're halfway through, and at this type of punch output and this type of pace, well, this is not going to be the 10-8 round that he needs to bring about parity. Trailing by 20 points to 18 for all 5 of the judges. So ALAKHVERDOVI literally following his man around the ring, and he's not busy enough, he's not letting his hands go. There's a solid left jab from ALAKHVERDOVI, but with a minute remaining, MAMEDOV is winning this one at a canter, because there has been no discernible change from the 2023 World Championship silver medalist. Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI has appeared rather one-paced and rather one-dimensional. Well, I say that without wishing to contradict myself. There he's walked onto a cracking short right hand, because he's switched stance in front of his man. He's mean-mugged on occasion, he's grinned his gum shield, but this is boxing. And even though ring generalship, defense are part of the parameters of, as he scores with a good right hand to the body, they're part of what he's taken into account when scoring a round. Now he's getting busy on the 10-second clapper, but the most important thing of all is punching. And he hasn't done enough of it over the course of this contest for me. And I think it is going to be a run to a second final this summer for the teen sensation from Azerbaijan, Subhan MAMEDOV. Already a continental king in his age group, in the under-23 level. And here, I think he's just eliminated the 2023 World Championship finalist. A very good display indeed, very composed, and he's barely broken a sweat in the late afternoon sunshine here at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Centre. We've started an hour earlier than usual, or when I say usual, than what we've been starting on the previous 7 days. So let's get the official particulars. I think the man in red is going through.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. For your winner by unanimous decision and advancing to the finals, in the red corner from Azerbaijan, Subhan MAMEDOV.
So Subhan MAMEDOV with a really significant victory in the course of his senior IBA boxing career. A unanimous point decision verdict over the 2023 World Championship silver medalist, Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI, eliminated at the semi-final stage here in Dubai 2025. He has got himself a bronze medal and the not insignificant sum of $75,000 US. magnificent tournament for the number 2 seed. But in this semi-final, he just didn't appear as though he was able to get going. So there's his prize, there's his purse. Sakhil ALAKHVERDOVI through to the final 4. But Subhan MAMEDOV, delighted. He and his team posing right next to our commentary position, because their teenager has made it through to the gold medal bout, where he will face off against the number 1 seed and a man who took World Championship bronze, Edmund Kudoyan of Russia. Some of the action from that semi-final, and really MAMEDOV was in complete control, landing short, crisp counter punches such as that. ALAKHVERDOVI not able to get it going tonight, and of course this man had plenty to do with that. Terrific performance by the teenager, and he'll contest championship gold the